Hey guys, this is Steliefty with Closeout. I'm still in beautiful Yosemite National Park. Parts of the team is currently preparing lunch. You can see a little bit of the beautiful mountain range. I want to do a quick video today about getting in touch with really important people. Could be VCs and massively important investors. Could be prospects. Anybody that's really high up the food chain and that you don't have a personal connection or relationship with. I just met up just 2 days before we actually came to this company retreat at Yosemite with a few guys, a few Greek people, Greek startup guys that are currently in the Bay Area and are just about to go to LA and are doing a music startup. And one of the questions was, hey, there's these list of really influential people, artists, music executives and producers, as well as investors in LA that we want to get in touch with and that we think could make a massive difference to our business. How do we get in touch with them? We've sent them a bunch of emails, but we haven't heard back. What's the best tactic, hack, in order to get in touch with somebody that's truly hugely influential and important and you don't have any direct connections with? They were really looking for great hacks and like writing handwritten notes or just showing up at somebody's place or sending a gift, things of that nature that may or may not work. But the simple tip or hack that I have to get in touch with really important people is to look for not for a direct way to them, because that's typically really hard to do. It's also not usually very fruitful to look at other people that are at a similar level and ask them to connect you with that influential person that you want to be in touch with. The best way to get in touch with them is to look for people a few levels below them that they've helped, invested in, produced, worked with, that now you can get in touch with as a stepping stone in order to reach them. And I'll give you an exact example. Let's say you want to talk to a very specific investor. The best way to get in touch with that investor is actually to check out their portfolio. What are the startups that investor has invested in? And see if there's some of these startups that are somewhat familiar or similar to you, and then reach out to the founders of those startups and say, hey, I'm working on a cool thing. It kind of relates in this way to what you're doing. Can I get just 10 minutes of your time to get advice? It would be hugely appreciated. And more often than not, these founders will empathize with you and give you 10 minutes or meet up with you for coffee in order to help you, because more likely than not, they've been helped before by other founders. And you present your idea and your concept to those founders, and the ones that truly connect with you and like what you're doing, you simply ask, listen, I saw that you've got investment from this important investor. I really would love the opportunity to get connected with him, even show him what we're doing. Do you think this is something he or she would be interested in? If what you're doing is truly relevant and important to that investor, and it was validated by a founder that has received investment from that investor before, if you get an introduction through that founder, your chances of getting that investor's attention is really high, and your chances of actually getting first to the founder and then from the founder to the investor that you ultimately want to are much better than trying to get directly to that investor. The same thing is probably true for producers, executives. Look for bands that have invested in other startups they've worked with before. Look for people that are just one step above you that have some kind of a connection, a relationship with the ultimate influencer that you want to get in touch with. Meet up with them first, connect with them first, get their trust, their feedback, get them to embrace and endorse you, and then ultimately get them to connect you to that top level investor, executive, influential person, artist, whatever it is that you want to reach out to. More often than not, that's going to be a much more fruitful and successful path to the top than trying to get parachuted to the top, is to actually go step by step and find some people a few steps above you to get there. All right. It seemed like that's been a really useful and helpful tip to many people that I've talked to in the past. I know for sure it has brought tremendous results and success to our business. I hope it's going to be helpful to you. If you have any other hacks or cool strategies on how to get in touch with truly influential people, please share them in the comments and the notes. Thanks so much.